The No Fate channel. Checking in. On this episode of the Supplement Review, I have a pre-workout from the country of fish and chips. Union Jack, God save the Queen. The country that kicked out Meghan Markle for trying to steal the family jewels. I have a pre-workout from the lads across the pond. Those cheeky fellows who like to put the scores on the doors. The ones that review 8 pre-workouts a week. From the Review Bros, I have their brand new Daily Driver pre-workout. And we're gonna get into it. If this is your first time to the channel, give this video a like, hit that red subscribe button. On this series, I just review a supplement on every episode to help you decide if it's right for your fitness goals, health needs, and most importantly, that hard-earned money. Now, I have known the Review Bros since before they had 300 subscribers. That's right, way back in the day. And I've been a big fan of theirs for the content that they put out. But rest assured, on this channel, nobody gets a free ride when it comes to supplements. We do honest reviews here, and if it stinks, I'm going to tell those wankers from over there in the UK where they can shove this thing. As far as I am concerned, they have been doing some great stuff. Their previous pre-workout they put out, Wrecked Extreme, I will tell you, was a fan favorite, and it was one of my favorites. I did shed a tear when I finally finished out that bottle. And I don't finish many bottles of pre-workouts because I review so damn many. It was only fitting because their previous pre-workout was so extreme that they put out a daily driver. For those of you who don't know, a daily driver in pre-workout terms is a pre-workout that you could use any day of the week without really taxing your adrenal system too strongly. Oftentimes with high-end pre-workouts, you get some crazy high extreme levels of caffeine and stimulants and exogenous chemicals that end up really frying the system if you use it too much, if you go to the well too often. Ingredients. If the Review Bros slapped their name on the bottle, you know it's probably stacked to the hilt. So one bottle, 20 full 2-scoop servings. One full 2-scoop serving, 25.5 grams. For your pumps in the gym, L-citrulline, the pure form, the good stuff, 8 grams. L-taurine at 1.5 grams, another solid dose. Pink Himalayan sea salt, which I love, often overlooked. Not only is it good for performance, but it's obviously good for pumps, 300 milligrams. And then amino pump, which is a vasodilator, almost like a glycerol, that is 200 milligrams. For power and endurance. You lads know you like your endurance. Here we go. Beta-alanine, 4 solid grams. 3.2 is the clinical dose, so they over-delivered. Creatine HCl, 1.5 grams. Betaine anhydrous, which I love, 3 full grams. For focus and mood, focus. Okay, this is where they really went overboard, over the top, Stallone style. We've got L-tyrosine, 2 full grams. Anything over 750 milligrams is a good dose. 2 full grams, ridiculous. Alpha GPC at a full gram. Keep in mind, most dosages you see, which are good, which are effective, 300 milligrams. They didn't just double that. They didn't triple that. They went to a full 1,000 milligrams. Then we got Rhodiola rosea, 200 milligrams. Huperzine A at 300 micrograms. And again, most pre-workouts are putting in 100 micrograms. Love to see that. This is where the boys earned their money. They know what they're doing over there in the UK when it comes to supplements, not when it comes to most other stuff. Let's talk about it. Caffeine, for most people don't realize, there's multiple versions of caffeine. The Review Bros used 3 versions of caffeine. So they've got caffeine citrate, which is that fast acting, like 10 to 15 minutes. It kicks in like right up the keister. It gets you going and quick. They used the normal acting caffeine, which is what many people will refer to, caffeine anhydrous. It's got your standard effect time. It kicks in at 20-25 minutes, and then it, does its thing. And then they get the long-lasting caffeine, dicaffeine malate. Total caffeine if you use 2 full scoops, 350 milligrams. And that tends to be, for many people, that sweet spot in terms of caffeine. In today's day and age, people love that 300 to 400 milligrams of caffeine to get them up, revved up, ready to go, locked, cocked, and ready to rock. Then they throw in theobromine, which I actually really like. I think it has some really good synergistic effects with regards to the caffeine. And then for absorption, they don't just throw in bioprene, they add on estrogen. Whoa, that thing is absolutely stacked. But how does it handle in the gym? Because you know, labels are just labels. Now, when it comes to pre-workout naming, man, oh man, we've seen some crazy stuff. Pre-workouts called nosebleed. Pre-workouts literally called a name of an illicit drug. Pre-workouts called like gorilla pituitary gland. Crazy stuff. The review bros put this name dead center on the dot on where this thing stands, a daily driver. I use this thing 4 times, once with 1 scoop, twice with 2 scoops, and then once with a scoop and a half. And if you are a beginner, if you are looking to kind of take a little bit of a stim break for you stim junkies, that 1 scoop gets it done. 150 milligrams of caffeine, but it doesn't feel like 150. It feels like more. Why? Because you get that fast hit and then that long-lasting caffeine that really doesn't give you that spike of energy and crash. It gives you that beautiful, nice energy level that is exactly what you're looking for. The pumps at 1 scoop were good. You felt them, but the focus was an absolute standout at 1 scoop. You definitely felt locked, cocked, and ready to rock with that mind-muscle connection. So let's skip ahead to 2 scoops. For those of you who are absolute stim junkies, that you're chasing an assassin down with a Red Bull and a bang for breakfast, well, I will tell you 2 scoops is absolutely a daily driver for you. Nothing exogenous in here. Everything is above board. They, frankly, did a really good job. You feel high energy for me because I don't use high stims all that often, but you feel that high energy. You feel great pumps in the gym, and the focus is where it's at. I can't tell you that really good combination. Many people oftentimes will say they want more caffeine, more stimulants, more. And the reality is, it's all about finding that balance. They use the right amount of stimulants, that 350 milligrams of caffeine, with all of those focus ingredients. So you get that nice solid pump, but you really feel like you're having fun, that you're having a good time, and you're making those gains in the gym. If you are a stim junkie, you will find that this is going to be a daily driver at that 2 scoop mark. For so many of you that want your cake and you want to eat it too, I think that 1.5 scoops is going to be an absolute sweet spot. It gives you everything you could want with regards to pumps. You can still be that swole assassinator in the gym. The focus is ridiculous. And most importantly, the caffeine level, the energy level is still very, very high. It's under 300 milligrams of caffeine, but because they use 3 versions of caffeine in here along with theobromine, you definitely feel like you're getting a much harder kick than the amount of caffeine you're ingesting would indicate. Flavors. Who cares about flavors? This guy. You can get any flavor you want as long as you get Cerebral Blast. I will tell you that, frankly, it tastes pretty good. It tastes like a fruity concoction mix, a solid 4 out of 5. I will caution that for many of you who don't weigh out your scoop sizes, you're gonna have to do a rounded scoop. I would argue most of you should be weighing out your scoop sizes for any new supplement, at least the first few times. I had to do a fairly heavy rounded scoop on 2 scoops to get that 25.5 gram scoop. Woo! If you made it this far in the video, I gotta give you a huge thank you. You and I are officially Tango and Cash, best friends. And I gotta give a huge thanks to the review bros because they know I can be pretty hard when it comes to reviewing supplements. I'm not one of those guys that just uses it once, gives it a whiff, and then does a review. They know I drive it hard, I put it away wet, and frankly, I go hard in the paint on every issue I can. So what's the downside of this daily driver? Well, the downside is the price. As we all know, if you want to get good stuff, you gotta pay the man his money.
Pay that man his money.
That's right. Pay the man his money.
Pay that man his money.
Unfortunately, it's 2022. Here in the US, I don't know about the UK, but I'm assuming it's fairly similar. Inflation through the roof. Gas prices through the roof. Thanks, Russia. Also, as far as shipping prices, through the roof, as well as ingredients. Not only are ingredients for supplements hard to come by, but their prices as well through the roof. So if you can imagine, you're gonna be paying for a top shelf price for a top shelf product. The Review Bro lads, those cheeky hooligans, they teamed up with Pro Hormones. So over in the UK, link is in the description, 45 euros for 20 servings. That is before my huge discount code NOFATE247. So you're probably looking at 40 euros for 20 servings. I have no idea if that's a good price because over here in America, we deal with US dollars, greenbacks. That's right, good old US of A, America, home of the free, land of the brave, and for some of us, land of the really, really cheap. Over here, if you do want to get this sent to you across the pond, it comes in at approximately $60 with my code NOFATE247 for 20 servings. And for those of you not good at math, that's $3 per serving. Oftentimes here in the States, we find that good pre-workouts come in at $2 to $2.50 per serving on average, and $3 per serving is a bit more than expected. But we all know, if you want the top shelf stuff at the bar, you got to pay the top shelf money. I will say it is a really good product overall, not just because the Review Bros have their likeness on the bottle. I will say that it gets the job done in all the right ways, and if you were looking for a solid daily driver that absolutely delivers everything you want at one scoop, let alone 2 scoops, this one is one you should pick up. If you're looking to support the Review Bros, head over to Pro Hormones, links in the description, use my code NOFATE247 and give this one a run. I think you're going to be very, very happy. Many people were extremely sad when their previous pre-workout ran out and was no longer sold, and I think it's going to be the same case with this one. Well done, lads. You put a good product together, and unfortunately, that price point is just a sign of the expensive times we live in. Hopefully you found today's video informative. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, if you went through all of the that I spoke regarding the Review Bros and the UK, you and I are officially band of brothers. Hopefully you found today's video fun, informative, and if not, too bad. So sad. As usual, thanks for watching, and don't save anything for the trip back.